What are you waiting for?
Come join the Geek Drums Nation.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Geek Drums channel. Welcome to today's video. Let's talk about Creature Commandos episode 4, entitled Chasing Squirrels. Now, I'm gonna get the other stuff out the way so we can talk about the meat and potatoes of this episode. And by other stuff, I mean the fact that Amanda Waller, she goes to interrogate Cersei. She has John Economos there. We finally get to see him. Same actor reprising the role. So John Economos, Amanda Waller, and Rick Flag Sr. are interrogating Cersei. For some reason, Rick Flag doesn't buy that she could actually be clairvoyant, that she could actually see the future or a potential future, I should say. I don't know why, because Wonder Woman does exist in this world, let alone Superman exists in this world. So not believing in an island full of super powerful women just seems kind of stupid. I mean, your son got killed on a mission to defeat a giant alien starfish, but he's so apprehensive about that. She shows him a glimpse of the future, and we see the fact that the princess has taken over that country, Barovia. That's where we've been seeing that apocalyptic future with all the heroes on pikes. And might I add, one of the heroes on the pikes was Wally West Flash. The show creator, the showrunner, whatever you want to call him, has confirmed that Wally West the Flash is at least a Flash in this universe, or a Flash for the Teen Titans. So they're finally putting some respect on Ginger Wally West's name. If I could zoom in on that picture anymore, I could. It honestly does look like his full-fledged Flash costume that he wears with the white eyes and all. So if we're gonna get Wally West as a live-action Flash in the DCU, hey, I'm happy. It's about time. It's about time. But before we jump any further, we see all of this. Amanda's in tears. Cersei is in tears, still burned up or whatever. She's still in tears. She basically tells them, we have to go kill the princess. It's no way, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's something very Amanda Waller to do, and I expected nothing less. But you know, Rick Flag Sr., he's all against it. Why? Because he hit that one time, and he doesn't want to judge somebody based on what they may do, doesn't want to kill somebody based on what they may do, because it's not the full-fledged future yet. But you know what I think? I think Gorilla Grodd is controlling her in that future, or something bad happened and she just teamed up with him, because her face was all scarred up as well. So she doesn't look like the princess that we know today. And ultimately, I do believe that this squashes those weird theories about that being Clayface. So there's so much for that theory, right? Also, this conflict in Barovia can be spilling over into Superman, the movie that comes out next July, because in that trailer we do see some people from Barovia calling out for Soup's help and all of that other stuff. So we're going to see how all of that coincides with each other. But now, along with all of that, once they do get back, Frankenstein and his own little team that he hired to help find the bride, Frankenstein shows up. He sees the bride talking to Rick Flag, and immediately assumes that since this man is handsome and rugged or whatever, that she wants him. He kills his whole flight crew. The man is insecure, an incel, and quite frankly, just nuts. Like, he follows Rick Flag all the way home and attacks him until Rick finds his weakness, which is his eye, because his body is basically indestructible. So they do sit down, they have tea. I find it hilarious that Frankenstein is a movie buff, but doesn't understand the movies that he's a huge fan of. Like, he takes away the wrong things from each film. That was freaking hilarious, because we know a lot of people like that on the internet. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, it was good to see Frankenstein getting pulled into the fold of Rick Flag, and I think he's going to help him next week. But again, with the other Creature Commandos, before they go get the bride and the other Creature Commandos to do this mission, we see the bride defend Nina Mazursky, my favorite character. She was dealing with some bullying. It was kind of akin to a scene from the Suicide Squad, but this does happen in prisons. The bride nearly killed dude, just slamming a tray down in his mouth, just opening it up a little bit more wide. If you shouldn't have messed with her. She said she felt like she owed her for helping her out, but that was a really touching scene. They didn't really get much to do, so that leads us to Weasel, the meat and potatoes of this episode. Also, this episode felt shorter than the other ones, but it also left me sitting on the couch with my mouth open for like 10 minutes after this, like just in shock, because rightfully so, I did not expect that. So Weasel, we know he was accused of killing 27 children, right? Well, guess what? He was falsely accused by a Karen-esque type This part of the episode was an allegory for like the police brutality that goes on in the real world, and it made me realize like I don't really like cops like that. Weasel's basically just a dog. He does have a human rights attorney, so a lot of this is jogging his memory. But since he cannot rightfully talk, they do call him. The attorney calls him John Doe because he doesn't actually have a name except for Weasel, which is what they call him. But when I first came across this character in the Suicide Squad, I did not expect for him to have this deep of a story. It shows how great of a storyteller James Gunn is and how far he will go to make a character likable. Especially, he has a knack for doing this with animal characters, which is why I'm excited for Crypto. Shameless Superman plug. Yeah, like, so we see Weasel. He's playing with the kids, just having a good old time. The door for the school is left unlocked. It opens. So a old man is just walking around. He sees what's going on. He sees Weasel. He immediately he gets scared, rightfully so. It's like a 6-foot dog, basically. Thinks it's a werewolf or something. So he sees Weasel follow the kids in the school. You can tell that he's not following them to hurt them. They were all playing, but people will think what they want to think when they want to think it. So he calls the police. The police don't even want to take the call. The kids are playing in the basement. One of them accidentally starts a fire. Another kid runs up the stairs trying to get out. It's a little girl. The old man shows back up with the shotgun, and he's basically like, wow, what did that monster do to you? Goes downstairs, starts firing at Weasel, ends up clipping a gas line, I want to say, because they were in like the boiler room, causes a huge explosion, basically kills himself and several of the other kids, except one right away. Weasel is trying to save the little girl. Weasel's trying to save the little girl. He wanted to save all the kids, but it was too late because he got blown back in the explosion too. The police show up. They see Weasel. They're immediately scared because of the way he looked. When he looked up, he had the kid's clothes in his mouth. He was holding her up, and he like basically had flames in his eyes. They're scared, rightfully so. They're not trying to actually assess the situation. They just start firing on him. Mind you, while he has the kid in his mouth, which was the dumbest thing. I was like, you cops are idiots. Like what are we really doing? So he's running. He runs up the stairs. He runs down the hallway. Cops show up. They shoot him while he has a kid in his mouth. Makes him drop the kid. The kid is literally screaming for help, knowing that Weasel is trying to help her. So he picks her up again. He starts running towards the front door. The cops show up there. They start shooting at him, piercing his flesh with bullets, like firing up on this man while the girl is literally in the firing range. So he gets shot too many times. He trips up. He drops her. What do the cops do? No, they don't go running for the little girl. They let the debris fall around the little girl, burning her alive. They just run and jump Weasel while he's literally screaming. The little girl is screaming. It was so eerie and shocking. Like, it gave me chills in the bad way. And honestly, if we think about it, that little girl and the princess kind of look similar, which is probably why he reacted the way he did when Cersei was attacking her. But guys, this episode was a 10 out of 10. Why? Beautiful, traumatizing, yes, but beautiful nonetheless. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think. Do you like the fact that we finally get to find out some of Weasel's backstory? Me personally, I do, and I feel for the guy. So let me know in the comment section down below. Like and share this video. Get it circulating around, and I will catch you all next time.